And we're underway. Chelsea playing from right to left in this first half. Chelsea have won 6 of their last 7 games in all competitions. And Babayaro effects a very, very solid challenge there on Rolf Fox. England manager Glenn Hoddle among today's spectators, of course the former manager of Chelsea and a former Tottenham player. Vega, this is Ferdinand, Fox to his right, Fox now, Ginola, what a save! Well, the football must have been little more than a blur to Ed de Hoy. Ginola got every ounce of his weight into that shot. Tottenham have made a very bright start to this match. Petrescu, Leboeuf, wide to Lasso, Nielsen, Ginola, Di Matteo. It's a very, well, I was going to say even game so far. I think probably you'd have to say Tottenham have just shaded it. They've had the better opportunities. Fox, Wise, certainly in terms of goal-scoring opportunities, Tottenham have shaded it. Petrescu, drifted round Wilson, and here's Lasso, who's got him behind Carr. Flo, Petrescu, great save by Walker. Both goalkeepers now have produced outstanding saves. Leboeuf tries a shot, another good save by Walker. Chelsea suddenly have had 2 very good goal-scoring opportunities in as many minutes. Di Matteo, that's not as good. Well, Ian Walker was almost surprised here by this long-range shot by Frank Leboeuf. Fox, Nielsen in support. Nielsen, Ginola! Twice now denied by the Dutch goalkeeper Ed de Hoy. Lovely football here by Tottenham. And Ginola defied once again. Nichols. Vega. Di Matteo's won the ball. Zola. Blocked by Calderwood. Tottenham haven't made many mistakes, but they made one there all right. Scales still struggling after that little instant involving Zola, and here's Zola again. Flo! Super goal! Chelsea take the lead. The cross delivered by Gianfranco Zola and headed in by tall Andre Flo. And 5 minutes before half-time, Spurs, who've dominated this match, find themselves behind. Wise missed out. Nielsen again showed too much of the ball to Chelsea central defender Michael Dewberry. Carr. Chased by Di Matteo. Good cross, Ferdinand's in there. Nielsen. Wilson. Sent in for Spurs. Ginola. And the referee has stopped the game because of an incident involving Frank Leboeuf and Andy Sinton. Sinton turned Leboeuf, and there was a little bit of a dispute there between Sinton and Frank Leboeuf, and I think Leboeuf might get a yellow card here. I think Leboeuf may be slightly fortunate to escape a caution there. 2 minutes to go to half-time. Tottenham trail 1-0. Sinton with a free kick. It's 1-1. Ramon Vega's done it again. Perfect Swiss timing. Ramon Vega, who headed the opening goal last week against Everton, has headed Spurs level here. No one picked out his leap at the back post, and Tottenham quite deservedly are level. Ginola. Wise. And this is Lasso. Good cross by Lasso. He really does cross the ball quite superbly. And that's the half-time whistle. And the half-time score from White Hart Lane. It's Tottenham 1, Chelsea 1. Surprisingly, Chelsea have lost 4 of their last 5 away games. One wonders what they'll do in this second half. Calderwood. And Calderwood playing in central midfield and captaining Tottenham. Won it back. Lasso. I suspect that Christian Gross is asking Chris Hughton to relay the instructions onto the field. Ramon Vega missed out. This is Zola. Petrescu. Nichols at the far post. It's gone in. Chelsea take the lead within 2 minutes of the start of the second half. Petrescu laid this on, lovely cross, and headed in by Roberto Di Matteo. Leboeuf.
Hold it! Big!
Lasso. Zola, oh dear. Zola tried to get out of the way then. I think it was Rule Fox who tried to dispossess him. And in trying to avoid Fox's challenge, might have inadvertently just stamped on him. That foul by Fox gives Chelsea the free kick. Lasso. Zola. Leboeuf. Petrescu! Oh, that's a great goal! What a superb pass by Frank Leboeuf. And the most sublime of touches here by Dan Petrescu. The man will be facing England in the World Cup finals. Glenn Hoddle's team, beware. One wonders whether this game is already beyond Spurs. now Leboeuf has taken a bit of a kicking. Well, that goal by Dan Petrescu was absolutely delightful. Fox. Edinburgh. Ferdinand. Wilson helping it forward. Oh, and Justin Edinburgh followed through on Ed De Hoy. And is getting a bit of a ticking off from referee Dermott Gallagher. Zola. Di Matteo. Darren Anderton. Leboeuf. And it looks like Chelsea will narrow the gap on Manchester United at the head of the Premier League. Here's Petrescu. Flow. You just have to admire this Chelsea football. This is Flow, and what a goal. It was a wonderful move by Chelsea, and Tor Andre Flo scores his second goal of the game, and Chelsea make it 4-1. Zola helped the ball into his path, and he drove the ball past Walker. Nichols. And Lasseau can attack Tottenham again. Lasseau just bumped off the ball by Rule Fox. Ginola has won the ball. This is Ferdinand. Les Ferdinand sums up Tottenham's afternoon, really. A lack of quality finishing has been the culpable difference between the two teams. And when Ferdinand had a rare sight of goal, this was the best he could muster. Zola. Di Matteo. It'll come to Frank Sinclair. Petrescu, Di Matteo. Just the wrong side of the upright. You've always got that feeling that Chelsea could score a couple more goals should they so desire. And at the moment, they're using the Tottenham goal more or less for target practice. Good flick on by Ferdinand.
Message for Reece Smith. Could you please meet Tim Reid in the East Stand first aid room after the match, please? Message for Reece Smith to meet Tim Reid in the East Stand first aid room after the match. Thank you.
Leboeuf. Di Matteo. Ferdinand, it's very crowded in there. Calderwood's made a mistake. Zola has support from Dan Petrescu. Nichols is arriving. Still Zola. Nichols. It's another. That mistake by Colin Calderwood, cruelly rammed home eventually by Mark Nichols. 5 goals for Chelsea. Calderwood made the mistake. He was exposed here by Zola, who just waited for support, released the ball at the ideal time. Rule Fox, Darren Anderton, Ed De Hoy is probably Chelsea's man of the match. Another fine save by the Chelsea keeper. Petrescu, Zola. Chelsea inevitably first to the ball. Di Matteo. Sinclair. Wise. Dennis Wise once again. Leboeuf. And it's keep ball for Chelsea at the moment. Petrescu, Flo, who's looking for his hat-trick. And now Tottenham can break out in defence. Chelsea guilty of over-elaborating there. And this is Ginola. Leboeuf brings it out of defence. Flo is onside. Is this his hat-trick? It is, you know. What a way for Chelsea to round off this incredible performance at White Hart Lane. And once again, it was a superb pass by Frank Leboeuf, which released Flo. And look at that for a tidy finish. Flo still had a lot to do here. And look how he helped the ball with ease past Ian Walker. So a hat-trick last week for Gianfranco Zola, one for Tor Andre Flo this week. Oh, and there's one or two cries if you're not fit to wear the shirts by the Tottenham supporters to their own team. Christian Gross will have a very uncomfortable few days till Tottenham play again. This isn't just a defeat, it's a humiliation. White Hart Lane already half empty now. Only people staying in their seats are the press and the Chelsea fans. Everybody else is home for an early cup of tea. And this will go down in history as one of the blackest days in Tottenham's history. Final score, incredibly, from White Hart Lane. Spurs 1, Chelsea 6.